and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Looking to pass on second down. And with them on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. UConn will have to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect...
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Touchdown, UConn. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back now.
He'll start this drive firing, feeling some heat. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, UConn. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Makuba. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UConn, 14, Sam Houston.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
And he's running in the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Get it out on the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Looking for a crease, it's McKinney. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Number 21.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCONN 21. Sam Houston 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot.
Running toward the tape. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Husky. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Running for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
This offense has a second down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Coming after it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Got the quick pass. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Bearcats will keep this drive going.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Tosses it back. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The sure hands, it's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, your best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. The snap sets up to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The UConn offense goes back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end.
He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UConn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything.
Can anyone catch him? Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he puts through the extra point.
UCONN 42, Sam Houston 34.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UConn going back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the
all kinds of running room. He's inside the 40, at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Huskies have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UConn!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. They're setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The Bearcats getting set on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second and 10 here. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The UConn offense goes back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that 1st down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
They're going to ride this running back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Leaves it with the back. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And to open the 4th quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul.
What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Complete to the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
1st and goal, Sam Houston.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The receiver on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. UConn will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, Dave.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide out in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.